And we are here
This
at
place is
long last. Yes?
a little bit more moody than I expected, but it's cool.
Yeah, this is it. This is the final part of Sly.
This place is amazing.
Yeah, it's gotta be like at least 100 years old.
An archaeological marvel.
Glad you boys are impressed, because it looks like I'll have to go on from here alone.
Do it, Sly. This place was built for you. We'll hold down the fort here.
We put the fan down here for nothing.
Could
Fancy.
be dark in there.
Slap on your 3D glasses.
Oh, that's stupid justification.
My ancestors sure knew how to decorate. Nothing but big piles of gold.
Touch nothing but the lamp!
Basically.
This place was started by Slyton Common II. He built his fortune in the employ of the great pharaohs. That must have been around 1300 BC.
Okay. We got barrels. Wow, this is definitely a cool final area.
Yeah, great music too.
Oh. Whoa. Aw. From ancient Egypt all the way to medieval
Sir
times.
Gallup of the Knights of the Cooper Order. Honorable knight and cunning thief.
Oh, that's cool. Yo-yos of death. Ooh.
Yep. So just going from basically Cooper ancestor diorama to another. All right, who have we here?
Some kind of Middle East vibe.
Salim al-Kapar of Arabia. It was said that he had the stealth of 40 thieves.
So this level has a lot of gold in it to give a lot of coins. Give the impression of, you know, a loaded vault. Not that I need them, as you can see from my
Yeah.
ship grinding. I have over 10,000 coins.
Which you can't pay out right now, can you? There's no way to buy new gear.
Not unless I go to a previous chapter.
Ah, that's lame.
That was the wrong way.
Oof.
But I do like it. Basically, each Cooper ancestor made their own part of this gauntlet.
So, speaking of Sucker Punch and such, and Infamous, oh, I'll wait for this one.
The strongest of the Cooper clan, Slay McCooper, could break any lock with a single blow.
Any law with a single... Wait, what?
Lock.
Oh, lock. Oh, that's kind of cool. So... Oh, boy. So, Infamous Second Son was supposed to be... Did you play that one?
I have, yes.
Okay.
A couple times.
Just wanted to make sure. It was originally going to be the bad ending of Infamous 2, where Cole is trying to, like, eradicate everybody that isn't a conduit and whatnot. You're like a you're a conduit, like, just trying to stop him. They decide not to do it because nobody really did the evil ending. So they retconned a bunch of stuff.
It's interesting that they thought that because, like, I think 90% of people, when given a choice between the clearly good and clearly evil option in a game, will pick the good option first and only pick the evil one later to see what it is.
Yeah.
And it's weird that they thought that people would prefer the one where Cole lives. Hold on.
Asia.
That's Ryuichi. Because, like, yes, Cole is alive, but he's also evil.
Yeah. So I will point out, am I crazy, or has each skill to the gauntlet been the one that you learned it from? In the Thieves Raccoonus, or am I wrong?
Little bit. I mean, obviously, for Ryuichi here, his part in Sly 1 of the Thieves Raccoonus was the one that taught you the ninja spire jump. But, like, the Scottish Ancestor wasn't in Sly 1 at all, so...
Yeah, okay.
But they for the ones that they do try to do that.
Mm-hmm. There was a Scottish one?
That's one of the ones he could break any lock.
Oh, for some reason I thought he was like a Attila the Hun. All right.
No, he had a, like on a kilt and.
Oh, I didn't look hard enough.
Henriette
Yeah.
Cooper sailed the seas and stole from pirates. Guess I really take after her.
If they rebooted this series, I could see... Well, not reboot. But I don't know what happens in 4, and I may never do unless I look it up, but... I could see somebody's idea being like, oh, the next game you play as Sly and Carmelita's daughter to something new generation or whatever. I don't know. Who gives a shit? Who knows? I don't know. That'll never happen, so who cares?
Yeah, Sly 5 is off the table at least until they remake 1 through 3.
Mm-hmm. This game could at least use a texture up-res. Maybe a slightly better tune shading engine? I don't know. I mean, it looks good, don't get me wrong. Like, I wouldn't want it Wind Waker HD-ified.
Tennessee Kid Cooper learned to slide along railroad tracks in the Old West.
I mean, I would love like a Cooper re-thieved trilogy or something.
Yeah. I really like these weird balls spinning balance things.
Yeah, they kind of had them in Chapter 3 as well.
Oh.
These figure eights.
They have a cool slide about them. Oh. Come on, Sly. All these years and you never learned to swim?
It's too useful to limit, to have boundaries in level design.
Yeah, makes sense. Honestly, that's what... Because I want to do more game dev, and I'm realizing finding ways to artificially, diegetically limit character mobility in the sake of gameplay is tricky. A fine line to walk. It's like how Link can't jump unless he jumps off the thing. I mean, before Breath of the Wild, that is.
I feel like I'm the only person in the world who feels like...
Stomping
Oh,
grounds for the most gentlemanly thief, Thaddeus Winslow Cooper.
Thaddeus.
I feel like the only person in the world who feels like the Zelda series doesn't need a jump button even after Breath of the Wild.
No, like
I get it, but how many games before that worked perfectly fine?
I mean,
without
okay,
it?
like meet us halfway. Like, does Breath of the Wild? I should know this. I played way too much of it, but Breath and Tears don't have an auto jump, right?
They do not.
Yeah, like at least keep the auto jump, or let you turn it on or off. Like, there's
Well,
a certain charm to it.
It's not just like, oh, it's nostalgic. It's because because you didn't need to dedicated button to jumping, you could use it for other things,
That's
other
true.
Zelda-y things, like having items attached and not just have to have one equipped at any given time,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, Skyward Sword, a lot of... Darksiders 1. A lot of these games are like, okay, you have the like dungeon items and you can only have one at a time.
I
And
hate that. That reminds me of this one platformer I want to play. For some reason, you're saying Darksiders. Oh, let's see. What do we have?
Besides being a thief, Otto von Cooper was a great fighter ace and mechanic.
But yeah, there's this platforming game where you play as a voodoo little doll, and I need to figure out what it's called. It looks fun. Like, there's surprising numbers of mascot platformers that, like, oh, I've never heard of this, but it looks cool. And it's not even, like, ancient or anything. It was, like, this was, like, on the Xbox 360 or something.
huh.
Yeah. Like, if you go back, you're like, wow. Like, Pan Pizza's Rebel Taxi has great videos talking about this stuff of games you probably never heard of. Oh boy. Alright. We are reaching an inevitable encounter here with a certain portrait. Soon, I would think. Oh, you didn't have to break the glass, Sly. Let's see. It's your
This must be
dad.
my father's work.
Oh,
How am I supposed to get through this thing? He made
shame.
this challenge for a move I've never learned.
Oh,
There's nothing like this in the Thieves Raccoonus. Come on, Dad. Help me out here.
well, it looks like you just did it.
Yep, so... I mean, it's kind of hard to come up with a cool new move, so they're just like, you can slide on lasers now.
Whoa. I feel like they could have maybe had him find a page or
This
something.
must be the inner sanctum.
Yeah.
Wish Bentley and Murray were here for this.
Why, it's me from the future with my own portrait. Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they've never shown Sly's father in like, his face, but there are plenty of fan imaginations of it. Although I think they did say his name at one point.
All right. Didn't expect to cut back to these two.
This is going to be the payday of all time. Think of all the loot piled up back there.
Do you ever feel like you're playing second fiddle to Sly? Like he treats us as sidekicks?
No way! Sly's cool! We're all in this together!
Sure, we're all here, but are we equal? Who went into the vault? Sly. By himself.
Watch out!
Dr. M's goons? They must have forced the door after we opened the lock.
Think of it this way, Bentley. If it were you in that vault and Sly and I were out here, what would he do?
Stop these thugs and protect his friend.
Right, and that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm thinking Dr. M got in Bentley's head a little bit.
I'm gonna smash a
Yeah.
lot of skulls,
I would say
and
that is
I want
accurate.
yours to be one of them. Come and get it.
Alright, so this mission is actually really hard.
Sandwich for all of ya.
Oh.
And it's chow time.
Does most Murray missions seem like they've been kind of just punching through cardboard?
These enemies are actually rather difficult to take down. Like, you saw what that one guy just did.
Yeah, he zapped you.
And later ones can actually block his attacks. So health management is absolutely vital.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I kind of jonesing to play some Werehog levels. And I'm sure as soon as I do so, I'll have regretted that, but I don't know. Like, a good brawler is fun, but that's the thing, a good brawler is fun. So,
Yeah.
If I could play the game like New Game Plus, where you have all the moves and your stats are full, then I think it would be more fun.
Okay, so the game
Wait,
just
what?
failed me right there, and I have no idea why.
Huh. Wow, they're really taking it down by numbers now.
Yeah, and fortunately, I think it got a checkpoint, so it restarted me around halfway into the fight, so... But yeah, I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, that was weird. That looked glitchy. So
Maybe Bentley got hurt or something?
hard to say. It's possible, though. So ball form can't damage enemies, right?
You can roll around with it by tapping square, and I think it does, but I've never even tried to do that. So one of the things that makes this so difficult is that there's all these little ledges. You can kind of see when Murray goes over that little area in the center there, sort of drops down a little bit. That can really interrupt your flow, because you're like doing something, and then you drop down a little bit, and it cancels whatever you were doing.
Drop combo, yeah.
Yeah, see, right there. That would have been a kill if not for that. It just interrupted Murray's roundhouse.
Are there any upgrades you wish you had in this fight?
I don't think so. Maybe.
And the Murray stands tall.
Actually, the Flaming Thunderflop would have been useful.
Ah, Murray, you're much stronger than McSweeney ever was.
That's right, plughead. I'm like a semi-truck with its brakes cut.
I don't have time to get into a screaming match with a caveman like yourself.
Then lock horns with me. Think you'll find I'm a better match.
Looks like he has a toaster on his head.
Bentley, you and I are the same.
I gather you were the technical specialist working with Sly's father?
You knew Sly's dad?
No, Murray, I am Sly's dad.
That's right, Bentley. I know the pain you suffer working under your inferior.
It's no secret I'm smarter than the other guys. But there's more to it than that.
Like what?
Like brotherhood.
Brotherhood? That's just what he wants you to think. It's a tool to keep you in line.
Now that's the thing that keeps us happy and alive. It's why I'm going to stop you.
And me too.
Fine, Koopa Gang. I tried.
Caveman attack! This guy's stronger than he looks. Need some help?
Bentley, those statues look like ancient security devices. Maybe if you took the treasure off the top of them and put it on Dr. M's back, they might activate.
I'm pinned down. Need to fall back on my grapple cam to deal with these goons.
Yeah, great. Let's use the grapple cam. Well, at least the turret, using the turret with grapple cam is kind of fun.
Wow, that thing has good range.
Work,
Yeah.
handsome. Now get another piece of treasure on Dr. M's back. Murray's not looking so good.
Uh-oh, this guy's got backup. Can you take out the gorilla, or is there no point?
Well, it's sort of like an elephant thing, but
Oh.
you're supposed to take it out with the grapple cam.
Oh, I see. For some reason, I thought you were shooting Dr. M himself.
No.
I mean, Dr. M can't really compare himself to Bentley here. If it wasn't for rolling with Sly's crew, he wouldn't have a girlfriend, so that's something.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, right in the back.
Sorry, Murray.
So that you know, the gauntlet implies that Sly's dad could also grind on lasers.
Yeah.
Well played, Bentley. But it was a meaningless gesture. According to the tracking device I planted on Sly's cane, he's just entered the inner sanctum. I can use the collected positional data to get through the gauntlet with ease.
I don't know.
They got to give some explanation for how he gets through to Sly.
Change all that.
He's getting away! What do we do?
I'll think of something. Just give me time.
You know something, Bentley?
What?
You think awesome.
Thanks, pal.
Here we are, the inner
Okay.
sanctum.
This is just overwhelming. Amazing. How'd Thaddeus make a flying machine in the 1800s? Bet this thing still works.
Oh, I'm sure it's operational.
Dr.
Okay.
M, glad you could see all this. I know you've been looking forward to it.
Looking forward to all this and your death.
Come on.
Spider
Are we
head.
supposed to banter a little?
I only talked
Spider
about
monkey.
thieves, and Bentley said no.
So unfortunately, the game in the series ends with one of its most prevalent problems, which is getting confused over which thing you wanted to attach to.
Oh. That is tricky. With the final boss is bad game design.
And this boss right here is where the push attack really comes in handy.
Oh no. Not the family heirlooms.
Yeah. But yeah, the push attack is very good at breaking through defenses. So you can oftentimes just whack them with it.
Oh no.
So I actually don't know how you're supposed to overcome these electric things. They just chase you until they hit you.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sure there's something you can do.
But yeah, this boss is actually pretty difficult.
Yeah, you're already only, what, 1-2 hits away from death?
Yeah.
Looks like he's losing legs.
Yeah, you are knocking off legs as you go.
Do you at least dodge these fires or nah?
I can't remember, but yeah, they're still coming.
Oh no. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, like I said, this boss is pretty difficult.
You're
Oh,
as weak
no.
as your father.
I always love it when bosses have fail condition. Like, it doesn't just end, it has something to say.
Yeah, it is nice.
Harry Potter 2, Chamber of Secrets did that with the game, like, final boss against Voldemort. Or Tom Riddle or whatever. There we go.
I cut out at least 3 attempts.
Sly. I'll give you that.
I don't know what went down between you and my father, but I'm telling you, it's not the same with me and Bentley.
You might be right. He risked his life to defend you.
I do the same for him.
Funny. Your father was never such a good friend.
We're all individuals. I might be part of all this, a member of the Cooper line, but in the end, I'm just me. Not Henriette, Thaddeus, Slightly Common, Ryoichi, or my father. Just Sly.
Please, keep your touchy-feely rhetoric to yourself. I can't stomach it. You Coopers, a bunch of dirty, attention-grubbing thieves! All of you, thieves!
And apparently
Carmelita.
getting into the inner sanctum was just that easy.
Nice to see you, gorgeous.
You too.
Oh, a love interest. I might be beaten, but I'll make you suffer.
Not her!
Oh no. Ooh.
No one hurt my criminal.
So this isn't so much a boss as it is a beatdown.
I didn't imagine her to land the final blow.
She did the same thing to Clockwork.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
Sly?
Where are we? What is this place?
Sly, can you remember anything?
No. Who are you?
Really?
You look familiar.
I'm Inspector Carmelita Montoya Fox.
And who am I?
You? You're my partner.
What?
Constable Cooper.
Well, partner, we'd better get out of here. The ceiling's gonna go. Haven't got much time.
Let's go.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Sly! You in here? Sly?
Uh-oh.
We watched as Dr. M just stood there, unwilling to leave as the walls caved in on the vault. He'd spent his life lusting over the Cooper fortune, and he wasn't going to give it up, no matter what the cost. Our exit was a little rough, but Murray managed to get us out just in time to witness the final fate of the Cooper legacy.
Oh no.
It was a bittersweet moment. The end of the road always is. We both looked on, lost in our thoughts, thinking back on all the adventures that had brought us here. The people we'd met and places we'd seen. We'd worked for a long time to get Sly into that great vault, and now its secrets were hidden again, this time for good. I could only hope that he'd found what he was looking for in there. We searched every inch of the island for Sly, retrieving the gang one by one, only to make the surprising discovery that he didn't want to be found. As always, he'd left a calling card, only this time, it was worth millions.
Oh.
The months rolled by, and when Sly still hadn't shown up, Murray headed back east to complete his training with the Guru. Without Sly as our leader, for the first time, we each had to step out on our own. A difficult thing. We'd been together ever since we met at the orphanage. To this day, Murray and I are still close. Recently, he's been trying to break into the pro racing circuit, stock van class. Things are looking good.
Stock
He's
van
got
class.
a unique talent for living through crashes other people would have found fatal. Just always bounces clear. And of course, there's Penelope, my new partner in crime. Let me tell ya, I'm in love. She and I have set out on a journey that I never would have dreamed up while running with Sly and Murray, although I hope our paths will cross again soon.
Wait,
So while this
we
might
never
be
got
the
to
end
see her in
of
the
our
Kill Bill
journey
outfit.
together,
What the heck,
it
Google?
could be the start of something even bigger. Time will tell. Literally. Because I'm building a time machine to find
Oh.
Contrary to popular belief, that was not just a throwaway line. They specifically threw that in there to give a direction to themselves or another company who might make a Sly 4, and that's exactly what happened.
Dimitri went on to become a celebrity skin diver. The ladies flocked to him, and so did the money. I got a postcard from him once. It said, "I'm here, wish you were fine. Like me." He's his own man.
Which contradicts his epilogue from Sly 2, where he became an instructor on a cruise ship, dance instructor.
I mean, it's been a while between two games, I suppose.
Yeah.
Doors down from his beloved daughter. She, of course, was pleased to have him screen all of her future suitors. As of yet, she's still unmarried.
Toonami?
I think that you can unlock, like, Rob, or
Oh, that's awesome.
as a little, gadget that Sly can use to distract guards.
Unwanted media attention.
The
Last I heard,
Oscars?
he was hiding out in New York City. Figured it was the last place they'd ever look.
But yeah, funny you should mention the Kill Bill outfit for Penelope. That is how she looks in Sly 4.
Oh, okay.
And that's one of the ways in which they ruined her character, because she's suddenly grew 2 feet and gained a figure that Carmelita would be jealous of.
Ah, that's interesting. I just figured the mention of hand-to-hand combat would have, well, paid off a little more, but I guess not. Wink.
That sneaky devil.
So he
Didn't lose
faked
his
amnesia, huh?
Yep.
That's
he
one way to
figured,
get off scot-free.
He figured that Carmelita was more important than anything he could have found in the vault.
Nice.
Well, that's it. Thank you for joining us on our journey through the Sly series. So, just real quick, wanted to go over my overall thoughts on Sly 3. I know at the end of Sly 2, when I was talking about my thoughts on that game, I thought that the series peaked with Sly 2. After having gone through Sly 3 again, I am not quite so sure anymore. I think Sly 3, its faults were less than I remembered, and I think its qualities shown even stronger than before, so I'm having a hard time choosing between the two. I think it might be my pick for the better game. I think it might be overall more fun to play, even if it is a little bit less focused.
Yeah, the idea I got was it felt shorter, but it also felt more like just it didn't nothing felt formulaic about this one, other than, well, you know, there were basic game structure, but this definitely was like, all right, we're gonna there's no wrong answers. We're gonna do anything and everything we want for this last game.
Yeah, they wanted to leave nothing out. We're gonna get out everything we want to do with this series before we either abandon it forever or pass it on to someone else or whatever.
Yeah. So Sly 4, was it made by them?
No,
or
it was made by
someone else?
Sanzaru.
What did they make again?
Let's see. Let's see. Ninja Reflex, Secret Agent Clank, Mystery Case Files. They did the kind of not so great PS3 ports of the Sly collection. They did. They did the 3DS Sonic Boom games. Mm-hmm.
Really?
So,
Well, I gotta say, I've enjoyed watching this. I'm glad we finally picked the torch back up and finished the trilogy after a nearly 10-year hiatus.
Definitely, yeah. And I am eager to move on to other things. See how doing a playthrough on a game with a different type of structure might be.
Yeah.
We already did Super Mario 64, but, you know, other things might be fun.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there's nothing we can't do. So far, we've been kind of just not alternating, but just whatever we feel like. So it'll be interesting to see where things go in the future.
Yep. Join us soon for Monsters, Inc. Scream Team on the PS1.